SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis, friends, is a tool which can be used for analyzing not only an industry, not only the economy, not only a company, but everything, including individuals, can also be analyzed using the SWOT. Now, what is SWOT? SWOT is an analysis where you look at the four factors. What those four factors are? Those four factors are: number one, what are your strengths? So when you are doing analysis of an economy, let's say for example, you are thinking in terms of setting up a business in Brazil or in Mexico or in Japan or in China or in Australia or in New Zealand or in Europe. So if you are planning to set up an industry or your operations in any of the geographies, first thing that you will need to look at as to what are the strengths of that geography. What are the strengths of that geography? And that is what you will list out as part of the SWOT analysis. Thereafter, you would look at as to what are the weaknesses of that geography. So that weakness, in case of the global environment, the weakness can be the language. The weakness can be the culture. I mean, because your culture and that culture may have certain differences. So the weakness can be the level of education in the geography that you are going. Weakness can be the political environment. Let's say, for example, if you decide to go to and set up a business in Argentina or in Venezuela or in any country of the South America, so that is where you will have to look at the political situation with a magnifying glass. Not only in South America, even if you decide to set up a business in any part of the African continent, again you will have to look at the political environment can be a major weakness in those geography. So that is what you will do. Firstly, you will list your strength of that area, and then you will list out the weaknesses of that geography. And then what you will do, having done this, you will find out as to what are the opportunities which are available in that geography and what are the threats which are available to you in that geography. And this is what you will do. So you will list out all these factors as to what the strengths are, what the weaknesses are, what the opportunities are, and what the threats are. So remember, strength and weaknesses, these two things are internal. These two things are internal. तो उसकी स्ट्रेंथ क्या है, उसकी वीकनेसेस क्या है, वो इकोनॉमी की इंटरनल हैं. और उसमें जो अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ हैं और जो थ्रेट्स हैं, दोज आर योर एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स. एंड दैट इज़ व्हाट वी शुड अंडरस्टैंड. So strength and weakness are the internal factors of any economy or any company, any industry, any individual, and opportunities and the threats are something which are external. Now, what we have to do as a strategy, how do we have to use the SWOT analysis, having done all these points that we have discussed? Number one, we need to understand your strength leads to opportunities. So जितनी ज़्यादा किसी ज्योग्राफी की स्ट्रेंथ होंगी, उतनी ज़्यादा उस ज्योग्राफी में आपको अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ मिलेंगी. दैट इज़ व्हाट वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड. एंड लाइकवाइज, जितनी ज़्यादा किसी ज्योग्राफी की वीकनेसेस होंगी, उतनी ज़्यादा अपने को उस इकोनॉमी में थ्रेट्स होंगी. एंड दैट इज़ व्हाट वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. दैट्स नंबर वन. नंबर टू, what should be the second part of our strategy? What should we do, having listed as to what the strengths are, what the weaknesses are, what the opportunities are, what the threats are? Having listed them out, what should be our strategy? What should be our focal point? What should be our focus? So our focus should be, number one, जो हमारी strength हैं हम उनको मैक्सिमाइज करें. तो उस जो ज्योग्राफी की जो स्ट्रेंथ है, हम उसको किस तरह से मैक्सिमाइज कर सकते हैं, ये हमको वर्कआउट करना होगा. और जो हमारी वीकनेसेस हैं उस इकोनॉमी की, उसको हम कैसे मिनिमाइज कर सकते हैं, ये हमको सोचना होगा. और उसके लिए हमको प्लान तैयार करना होगा. और उसके बाद में जो अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ अवेलेबल हैं, उन अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ को किस तरह से टैप किया जाए, किस तरह से एनकैश किया जाए, उसके लिए हमको प्लान बनाना होगा. एंड फाइनली, उस ज्योग्राफी की जो थ्रेट्स हैं, उस इकोनॉमी की जो थ्रेट्स हैं, उन थ्रेट्स के इम्पैक्ट को कैसे कम किया जाए और उसको कैसे मैनेज किया जाए, हमको उसके लिए प्लान बनाना होगा. एंड दिस इज हाउ वी विल यूज SWOT एनालिसिस फॉर स्टडिंग इकोनॉमी ऑफ अ ज्योग्राफी.